what is good? It is your girl, Lady Mocha, and again, I'm doing part 2 for my life lessons. As I told you guys yesterday, because I know y'all are going to be seeing so many different videos from me. I just started doing a different type of spin, which my Lady Mocha is the concept is Cafe de Paris is still going to always be the same no matter how much I switch the videos up. But this particular video that I just started yesterday, which I'm doing a part 2 continuation on today, is about life lessons. And I told y'all, whenever y'all see my video with the title Life Lessons, I'm specifically doing a video on a specific situation or a specific event, a current event, whether if it's with a celebrity or if it's with just the average person. But the purpose of me doing it is because it's a life lesson, and it's basically to give you lessons in life, okay? And the only way I can do that is by presenting to you real life situations and real life events, because there are things that people are actually going through out there that I think all of us can learn from, okay? So basically, on that note, I did a life lesson, my first life lesson 101 video yesterday pertaining to Milwaukee woman who basically did a YouTube video on the father of her child, her husband, exposing her to HIV. And if you didn't see that video, I'm going to leave the link so you can visit part 1. That way you can get a full understanding to what part 2 is pertaining to that I'm going to be doing today. So you might want to first view that video so that way you'll have a full understanding as to where I'm going at with the part 2, okay? Now, before we start with the part 2, keep in mind, I know a lot of y'all looking at me crazy as hell right now, like, why is my hair standing up? Why the hell I got a damn duck clip in my front of my forehead and all of that? Well, I'm in the middle of doing my hair, and mind you, it took me almost damn 5 to 6 hours to sew all of this mess in or whatever, because I don't have no patience dealing with my own hair, so I like to cheat and cut corners. So I'm still in the middle of doing my hair, and I had to stop doing my hair because I was getting all type of notifications, and people wanted me to do a video response to the new video that the woman who accused this man of giving her HIV, he put out his own video, I guess trying to explain his version of what happened and how it happened. Now, all of a sudden, he never been concerned, he never cared until he got exposed, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm going to do a part 2 based on the information he has in his video. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Even though I am a college student, and I'm on my 2nd master's degree, which makes it almost like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is like I'm going into my 5th degree. Even with all my degrees and my 4.0 GPA average, I could not understand or comprehend nothing this clown was saying, to be honest with you. I really couldn't comprehend. I felt mentally challenged when I was listening to him talk, okay? I couldn't follow him. I couldn't understand him. I'm not used to dealing with men on his caliber. I'm not used to dealing with dudes on his level, so I couldn't really understand his language, his dialogue. So what I had to do was, throughout the video, I'm going to have to pause in between his video and pretty much explain what I think he's saying, okay? So y'all gonna have to be patient with me on this, because I'm gonna have to pause in between the video and come in and give my perspective and then finish replaying him, and then I got to come back in and give my perspective. This guy, I don't see how women, I don't see how y'all deal with men like him on his level. He talks very uneducated. He talks very ignorant. None of his words, none of his thoughts are lining up or matching together. I can't mentally comprehend or function with him. I just couldn't, okay? So it's just, you're gonna see a lot of going back and forth, because I had to really break this down to the lowest common denominator. And the only way I was going to be able to do that, I was going to have to break it up into little parts. There was no way in hell I could view this whole video and then give you my whole perspective, okay? So, keep in mind, just bear with me, because like I said, I was in the middle of doing my hair, but I kept getting all these bell notifications. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to respond on this video, because people is begging me and saying, Mocha, you got to do a part 2 on his video, okay? And I'm going to go do that. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead on and play the first segment. And once I done put in that clip, I'll come back and I'll give you my perspective. So that's pretty much going to be the flow of this video, okay? So we're going to go ahead and roll that footage, and I'll be back to give you my perspective on what I think he was implying in this video.
It's funny how someone wanna finally come out and expose themselves and their others significant other, because they find a condom or evidence of a cheating situation. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But you know, you got to keep that shit all the way 100. You know, you can hear one side of the story, hear another, but it's up to you to see which one, or put them both together to see how it fit. Some of the shit kind of true, but some not. First, yes, I do have HIV. True. Yes. Why she trying to say she don't know I'm undetectable? I'm very undetectable. Been taking my meds, been happy.
Alright, pause right there. Okay. For one, he stated that basically she tried that. Now she wants to out him because she found a condom on the floor. Okay, so now he feels the need. Now that he's been exposed, now he feels the need to have to address it. Okay, so in other words, had she never exposed this clown, he still would have been around here passing out HIV, like passing out Section 8 vouchers, okay? He would have still been doing that. You would have never seen this dude even show his face had he not been exposed, okay? So that's the first thing I'm picking up on this. That's the only way, that's the only reason he's coming out with this video, because she exposed him, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing I picked up on was when he said, he's been taking his meds, and he's been undetectable. He hasn't been detectable. Something in that line where he said he's been undetectable, even though he's taking his meds and he knows he has HIV. Does this clown realize what the hell he just said? First of all, when you have been told you have HIV, they have already detected that you have HIV. So how is it they told you know you HIV and you take your medication because you have HIV, but you're saying that it wasn't detectable and it's undetectable? Is he fucking serious? So to me, he's already starting off lying. I'm already turned off. I'm already turned off. It's like being in the middle of that moment and you just know you're about to reach your peak, you're about to hit that climax, and something stupid happens and your body just totally shuts all the way down. And the moment he said that, I'm already turned off. But we're going to continue to keep proceeding with that. I just want to make that point. Let's move on.
Threaten me or anything. Motherfucker just felt like because I'm not moving on daytime that I'm not keeping myself right. I'm a grown-ass man, and I know what I'm doing, so you can't make me rush to do something that I'm already doing. Because I don't let you know what the fuck I'm doing, don't mean I'm not doing it. I'm not obligated to tell you shit or do what the fuck you say do. At all. Point blank. So, that's first and foremost. But first, yes, I have it. We both do. But honestly, I can't say I gave it to her, and she can't say she gave it to me, because honestly, neither one of us know. Like, they tried to put it out there that I've been had this for about 3-4 years now. Like, don't lie. If I had this shit for that long, if that was the case, if I had this shit the last time I went to prison and did 2 years, even my other baby mama, she even know. She even know the truth. She would have had it. My first kid would have had it. But she just put her test results up to show she don't even got it. Let's keep that shit 1,000. I still was fucking, we still fucked around once in a blue moon. And she still don't got it. So how the fuck can I have it for that long? No. Let's stay some fucking facts in this shit. You feel me? Like, if this shit is real, like, I guess motherfuckers on here trying to get some fame, some likes. Like I told motherfucker, I don't care about no fame. I don't care about what a motherfucker think. I don't care about what a motherfucker feel. I'm living my life, and I'm living my life to the motherfucking fullest.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting a migraine. I'm getting a migraine just hearing this man, this clown talk. I mean, come on, ladies. I'm not knocking his wife. I'm not knocking the lady, you know, who evidently was married to him. But I'm serious. I don't see how females, how y'all could stomach even listening to a man that lacks vocabulary, lacks real dialogue. I don't see how y'all nerves can take it. I had to literally write down everything this man was saying because I was lost. I'm lost in the sauce, y'all. I'm not even going to front. This is like doing damn Chinese algebra. I wish I didn't even do a part 2 on this. This is a lot. I can't understand nothing this nigga is saying, so I had to write it down. Anyway, now ironically, he says, I didn't have to have nobody threaten me or anything. Mother effers just felt like because I'm not moving on their time that I'm not keeping myself right. I'm a grown ass man. None of that. That's not even a real sentence. I'm not moving on their time. So I guess when your wife put the video out and people was, you know, commenting on it, you know, and placing their opinions on the situation, and I guess you felt like people was trying, I guess he's trying to insinuate that, you know, people are pushing him to, reply to the video that his wife put out. So you saying you're not moving all that time, that I'm not keeping myself right. I'm a grown ass man. Well, evidently you can't be too grown, because I see right now you doing this video. So I'm sure she made you feel some type of way, or the comments people was making made you feel some type of way. So that's why all of a sudden you want to speak on the situation now. Then he goes on to say, so you can't make me rush. Listen to this, y'all. That's how I say this man, the public school system has failed him, wherever they from. Milwaukee, y'all need a better school system. He goes on, so you can't make me rush to do something I'm already doing, because I don't let you know what the F I'm doing. Oh gosh. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, y'all females, y'all got to do better with the type of men y'all choose, man. And this dude got the audacity to have several kids. I could only imagine the genetics that he done passed down to them in their DNA. What the lack of common sense and knowledge he has in his DNA is unfortunate. He's going to pass it down to his children. I pray the women of his children stay strong, because this dude is lost in the sauce. How somebody can't make you rush to do something? They can't make you rush to do something if you already doing it. Again, this guy is real ignorant, y'all. I already see. I see why he's in this situation. This man is this dude is very ignorant. He has a lot of ignorance. That's definitely an issue with him. He's very ignorant. He goes on to say, I don't let you know what the F I'm doing don't mean I'm not doing it. I'm not obligated to tell you SHIT or do what the F you say. Or do what the F you say do at all. Point blank. Okay, well, if you don't feel obligated to not saying anything, then why you posting this video and you on here saying something about it? So evidently you do feel obligated, but I think it's more guilt than it is obligation. That's the only reason you coming on. He done did this video because it's guilt. So his guilt is eating up his conscience to the point to where he knows he was wrong with the situation. That's why he's doing a video on it. Like I tell anybody, you're not going to get offended about something that's a lie. You're only going to get offended about the truth. You're only going to reply. You're not going to reply to a lie. You know what I'm saying? You're going to only reply. You don't feel the need to reply to a lie. So by him replying, he is already telling on himself. He already admitting that he know he was wrong in this situation. Okay. Then he goes on to say, but first, yes, I have it. We both have it. Okay. So you admitting that you have this HIV, you have this disease. So we done got that out. You admitting that you have it. Okay. But then you turn around and say, but honestly, I can't say I gave it to her and she can't say she gave it to me. Because honestly, neither one of us know. Sound like to me, that's a cop-out. Because this lady on this video, she pulled down in tears. And you can tell she was sincerely distraught. She was distraught by the situation. So my thing is, you don't seem like you nowhere near as distraught as her. He has a very nonchalant demeanor. He has a I don't give a damn attitude. So I can already tell he's one of these dudes. He really don't care about nothing. So it seems to me he don't have a problem with putting himself at risk, and he ain't got a problem with putting other females at risk, because he done already clearly indicated that he really don't care. So to me, that's a cop-out. He's trying to sweep it under the rug by saying, honestly, neither one of us know who gave it to who. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't the one up here acting mad. You ain't the one up here crying. You ain't the one angry. You're not the one acting like you are the victim in the situation. You ain't acting like you the victim. You know what he poses me as? You ever watch any of those court documentaries where an inmate or a guy getting tried for child molestation or rape or killing somebody or whatever? You know how they sit there with their defense attorney, nonchalant, don't give a damn, like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I molested her. Yeah, I killed her. This cold-hearted, dark spirit, like, he just don't care. I know y'all seen documentaries like that. And meanwhile, the family on the other side, who are the victims or who lost a loved one due to that criminal's act, they in tears. They upset. They distraught. They devastated. That's how this situation is coming off to me. Okay? He's too cool. He's too calm. He's too collective. You know why? Because the nigga knew he had it the whole time. Okay? Let's say, if, because there are some situations where women will lie and pull down and cry and this and that. But this female is going too far with it, to the point that she's willing to expose herself. Ain't nobody gonna expose themselves for something they know that they caused. That's not the vibe I'm picking up from her. This woman was married to him. She had children from him. All her children from him except that one. This dude got kids for all over he got a couple of baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? So in this instant, he shows me he's more of the sexually seasoned one. I think that was Mortal One who commented that he felt like the female was a sexually seasoned one until he saw the other video. Then he was like, no, she's vindicated. To me, he looked like he's a sexually seasoned one. I'm telling you, dude gives out his penis like free bus passes. You know, he gives, you can just tell he's one of those guys. He's out there. He will lay with any and everybody. He don't care about what type of jeopardy he puts himself in, and he especially don't care about how he jeopardizes other females. But let me go ahead on. Yeah, he tried to say he didn't, that neither one of them could honestly say who gave it to who. Okay, then he goes in and said, like, she tried to put it out there like I've been had this 3 to 4 years now. Like, don't lie. If I had this SHIT for that long, if that was the case, if I had this SHIT last time I went to prison, did 2 years, even my other baby mama, she even know the truth. I'm gonna need a drink after this here. Definitely. You've been in prison for 2 years. And we all know how the prison system works. We know there's a lot of down low brothers in prison. Okay? And in a sense, I hate to say this, it's kind of like prison can make you become something you wouldn't become. I think there's a lot of dudes that been straight dudes, only like women, specifically non-hetero, non-homosexual dudes that have gone to prison, and prison made them made them become that way. Because you have to realize, like I told y'all before in my other video, men have animal instincts. Men have a high sexual peak, and you got some women out there, they sexual peak is just as high, in some cases worse than some of these men. But the thing about it is, men are constantly, you know, sexually in need. So when a man goes in prison and does 2 to 3 years, I don't want to say it, but it's kind of like it's bound to happen, you know, unless you got a guy that's used to being in and out the system or whatever, to the point to where, you know, he's learned how to contain himself. He don't learn how to do or find other ways of pleasing himself or whatever, you know. But the majority, some men can't do that, so they have to have it. They have to sexually relieve themselves. So my thing is, if this dude done did 2 years in prison, we already know what goes down in jail.
When Lockup visited Kentucky State Penitentiary, we met Fleece Johnson, a longtime inmate who practices a very different kind of homosexuality.
But we have sexual desires, right? So you got a bunch of men locked up in one place. All of them get hard. All of them's horny. All of them got sexual desires. So what are they going to do? You won't let them have a woman. They gonna have somebody's gonna have to give us some booty, and it's just as simple. Booty was more important than food. Booty, a man's butt. It was more important. I'm serious. It was more booty, having some booty was more important than drinking water, man.
Warrior already put us on with how important booty is in jail. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, even if it was just a one-time thing, that's all it takes. Because you have a lot of people who swear if they just do something one time, they can't catch nothing. Oh, they think they only did it for 2 seconds. They can't catch nothing. All it takes is one time. All it takes is 1 second. What people don't realize, sperm is very potent. Okay, it don't take much. You ain't got to screw somebody 30 times to catch the package. You ain't got to screw them a whole hour to catch a package. You know, all it takes is 3 minutes to catch something. You know what I'm saying? So, who's to say he didn't already have a sexual encounter in prison. And in his mind, because he done already showed he ignorant, and he's definitely a dude in denial, he ain't already been with a guy, even if that guy just sucked him off or something. You know what I'm saying? Because you can catch the package just from somebody giving you head. Let's be frank. It ain't got to be actual penetration. What I'm saying is, I don't put nothing past this dude, but just based on how he's talking and the way he's putting his, his mentality, his level of thinking, I don't put it past him. I think this dude been a little bit everywhere, in my opinion. Then he goes on and says, even my other baby mama, she even know the truth. First of all, you know how many people have slept with somebody who got AIDS and it skipped them, but other people still caught it. If, in all due respect, Magic Johnson, he has AIDS. From my understanding, his wife don't have it. From my understanding, his son EJ don't have it. Even Eazy-E, the rapper, God bless his soul, he had it. You know what I'm saying? His kids don't have it. His daughter don't have it. He got several baby mamas. None of them ain't coming out saying they had it. They still living. And here it is, he passed and he been deceased. He been gone for years now. How is it all of his baby mamas and all of his children are still living? So, nigga, that's a bunch of bull. Just because your baby mama don't have it, she just got lucky. She got blessed. And believe it or not, a lot of us done got lucky and blessed. You know who you are. Some of y'all done slipped one time and was panicking and sitting on the edge of your seats waiting on them test results. If you wasn't sleeping with somebody, you knew the person you was with was sleeping with all kind of people, and you took a chance to lay with them unprotected, and you was scared and waiting on them test results, and you was worried how those results was going to come. So my thing is, again, he's ignorant. You can tell he's uneducated. He lacks knowledge, because everybody knows that is not true. It has happened in some cases where people have slept with somebody that got contracted HIV and they didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? But that, in this case, that's not how it went for you. Yeah, your baby mama might ain't had it, but unfortunately, you fool, you gave it to your wife. You know what I'm saying? So again, all I hear is guilt, 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 guilt. This Negro got more excuses than the nigga in jail. He got all kind of reasons behind every. He just got all kind of excuses. That's how I know he's guilty. He said she would have had it. My first kid would have had it. Damn, how many kids you got? She would have had it. My first kid, I don't know. So that already tells me he would not. He does not like to use protection because he got several kids. But she just put up her test results to show she don't. That don't mean nothing. There's plenty of people that have been intimate. I had sex with people that had HIV and got lucky and didn't get it. Then he goes and says, let's keep that SHIT 1000. Okay, which one? First you said let's keep it 100. Then you say let's keep it 1000. Which one? This SHIT, we still effed around once in a blue moon, and she still don't got it. So my thing is, you just admitted that you and you still was kind of messing around with her, okay? You just said that. Y'all still effed around once in a blue moon. Now, I don't know if, evidently, I'm assuming you was married, okay? Again, this already shows you. This dude is straight negligent. He's a high risk factor. He was still screwing this girl, knowing he was still in a relationship and dealing with somebody else. He was supposed to be faithful to somebody else. So this dude is a high risk factor. He just admitted that he was still screwing her. So again, this dude, he will stick himself in anything. He will stick his penis in anything. He done already showed that. And that's dangerous. That's a high risk factor, ladies. If you decide to be with a man who has no problems of sticking his dick anywhere, or even you guys, I'm not getting y'all off the hook. If y'all know y'all old lady or whoever y'all with, she has had all kind of men screw and nut in her, and you still with her, she's a high risk factor. She is. Anytime a person is that open, they are high risk. They high risk. So he goes on and says, so how the F could I have it for that long? Let's state some facts. You feel me? This nigga's just straight ratchet. I guess some mother effers trying to get some likes. Well, evidently you all, because you done put this video out. Like I told mother effers, I don't care about no fam. I don't care what you think. I don't care. Oh, I don't care about what a mother effer feel. Okay, well, if you don't care what people think, then why are you putting the video out? Why you just didn't fall back and let her go ahead if it's a lie? Because if she lying on you, it'll catch up with her. That'll be her karma. But you know she's not lying. That is why you felt the need to put this video out here. It's all about guilt. Then you said you don't care what people think. We know that's a lie because that's why you did the video. I don't care about what a mother effer feel. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. That one line right there, it ruffled my feathers. Because you said you don't care about how a mother effer feel. Which means you will take a chance in ruining somebody's life. And you don't care what the hell that person is going to go through behind your actions. He just admitted, y'all, he don't care what a mother effer feel. So that means you know you walking around here, you carrying this disease, and we know you don't care how somebody feel. That's evident, because that's why your wife blasted you and exposed you and put you on Facebook, because you had no problem laying with this woman raw, knowing you already had something. And how I know you did it? Because you just said you don't care how somebody feel. Only somebody who don't care about what other people feel will do that. They will lay with you unprotected, not be man or woman enough to care about you and say, look, I'm going to be honest. I am contracted with HIV. So if you do decide to still have sex with me, you need to use some protection, or let me use some protection. My thing is, you give people that right. If you have any compassion, you will give people the right to decide if they want to still sleep with you or not after you done gave them the respect to tell them you still got something. So you don't already say you a cold ass bastard. You don't already prove that by stating that you don't care how a mother effer feel. That's the only thing I think he been honest about in this video. Yeah, you right. You don't care. I'm living my life, and I'm living my life to the fullest. You better hope, you better pray that God will let you live your life to the fullest. Because after you pull this stunt, you may have just marked yourself. Your days may be numbered after this, because you done already showed you have no compassion, you have no remorse. Let's continue with this video.
Excuse me, the fullest. So I can give two fucks what a bitch gotta say. I can give two fucks what a nigga gotta say. Cause at the end, ain't no fuck nigga gonna beat my ass, or ain't no bitch gonna beat my ass. And that's point blank, period. So all this trying to make a show, fame, go ahead. Make yourself look good. Try to get some more friends. That's you. I can give two fucks about a friends. Cause I came in this bitch by myself. I'ma leave this bitch by myself. Feel me? My mama passed, so yeah, I'm very cold fucking hearted, so I can give two fucks about a love situation. But back to the topic. My baby mama don't got it. My kid don't got it. So I have not been had this shit. When I first found out that I had this shit is when she went to the doctor. But before time then, we was on a on and off situation. She fucked somebody. True. I fucked somebody. True. So who to tell which one of us gave it to each other? She just take it off as, oh, I gave it to her. But you know, women lie like a motherfucker. Yeah, I didn't even know that she was fucking another nigga that stayed upstairs from her sister when she was staying with her sister until a little later on time. You know, women try to make themselves look real innocent, like they don't do shit, like she just so good. But in the meantime, motherfucker was doing shit too behind my back or when we was apart. Hey, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. One thing about me, I'm not finna switch you. I'm not finna beg for shit. You did you. I did me. So, honestly, I don't know if I contracted it from you or if you contracted it from me. But just out the blue, you just threw the blame on me. Now, all these kids we ain't had kids 4 years in a row. And that's how long we've been together. Every time you go get tested, they say you didn't have shit. Every time you went and got tested when you was pregnant, they said you did not have shit. One time you go, and we would just split it up not that long ago. You contracted. Now you got this, that, and the third. You saying that I had gonorrhea and something else, right? And then you said I had HIV. Now check this out, Facebook. When I went to the doctor said I didn't have no gonorrhea. The doctor said I didn't have no syphilis or none of that. So how the fuck you got it, but I didn't? But you claim that the nigga you fuck, you use protection. If y'all getting me here. How can you catch this shit if you claim I was the only one you fucking and the nigga that you did fuck off with 2 or 3 times that y'all use protection? But you caught something, syphilis and gonorrhea, whatever it was, but I didn't have it when I went to the doctor. And I got papers to prove that. Like you said, that black and white paper do not lie. And I got papers to prove that. Documents, everything. Like, shit don't add up. So, now, you see, I'm the one that gave you AIDS, HIV. Once you find out that you had that stuff, that's when you found out you had HIV. But when I went and got tested, I didn't have that stuff. They only said that, oh, you have HIV. And your viral loads was bigger than mine. Mine was low. Yours was high. Probably because you had a baby. You had a baby in you. Probably so. But that's something you ain't got down to. But it's funny how you try to, like, the person just try to throw the blame off on you quick. But being in love with someone and knowing that you ain't cheated and did that, like a dumbass, okay, it probably was me, this, that, and the third, feeling guilty, but not thinking with the right set of mind that it probably wasn't me that gave it to her. It was probably the opposite way. You know what some of these cigarettes are? You did? But being in love with someone you love so much, yes, I said, okay, it probably was me, this, that, and the third. I feel bad about the shit. Yes, I didn't tell nobody when I had got it. But first, let's get back down to the topic saying I'm just passing this shit around. Lie. The other person I gave it to got it before I even got my test results back that I had this shit. You did. If that's the case, she would really be pissed at me. Like, she was mad. Mad? Yes, she was. But to this day, that woman still talk to me. Me and that woman still talk to each other like adults. Respect. That woman ain't out here trying to catch the fame and trying to, like...
Oh my gosh, this is just too much. I'm letting y'all know I done wrote about 5 pages on, you know, my perspective on this, because it's just, it's so much. I don't think I'll ever do another story like this again, because again, I had to write down so much because I had a hard time comprehending what this hood clown was saying. So he goes on and says, so I could give 2 fucks, quote unquote, excuse my language, what a bitch gotta say. I could give 2 F's what a nigga gotta say. Ain't no F nigga gonna beat my ASS. Ain't no B gonna beat my ASS. This guy here is lost in the sauce, man. This is a straight, like, you got females, low common denominator females they call hood rats. I call this low common denominator type of dude a hood clown. He's a straight up hood clown. For ladies, I don't understand. Now, granted, he's not an ugly looking guy. You know, he's not my type, but he's not a ugly looking dude. It's just this situation, you know, and his arrogance and his attitude is what's making him look really ugly. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I know you got a lot of hood rats that probably consider this guy a prize because, you know, he looks good or whatever and got a little bling or whatever on, but underneath all of that, he's straight demonic. He's straight demonic, you know. So it's unfortunate that it's some women out here who got kids from him, and my heart goes out to them because they really got something on their hands. He further goes on and states, because again, I had to write everything down, so just bear with me, y'all. I had to write a lot of stuff down. He further says, why he keep, oh, this is my other point. You know, why he keeps saying point blank, period, but he keep adding stuff on. He might just say, comma. All this point blank, period, point blank, period. That mean you ain't got nothing else to damn say. You still running your mouth. You still got diarrhea at the mouth. So he don't need to keep saying point blank, period. That's why I said this guy he's not too bright. Okay? Because he keep adding stuff on. Now, he further says, you want to make yourself look good, make new friends. That's what he says. But my thing is, well, right now, he's sure not making himself look good. And I'm sure at this point, he got more damn enemies than he got friends. Also, like I say, he's not doing that good based on his lack of vocabulary and lack of proper English. For every hood rat, like I said, for every hood rat, there's a hood clown. Okay? He's a hood clown. He states he's cold-hearted. Now, this is what he says. He's cold-hearted because his mother passed. So, basically, he don't care about himself or anything. All right. So, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, some people who lose their parents, they go about the death of their parents one of 2 ways. Either it makes them more humble. It makes them more humble and more compassionate because it's like an awakening that, you know, wow, I lost my parents. And I think once a person really loses their parents, it's like a strong epiphany in a sense of letting them know that, you know, life is not promised. If I lost the people who gave birth to me, then I know there's nothing in this life that's certain. And then on the other hand, for those, as in this guy's case, who lost their parent, his mother, some people become more bitter when they lose a loved one, and especially when it comes to parents. Now, I can't really relate because I have not lost any of my parents yet so far, but some people who I have encountered with, been friends with, who have lost parents, I know that some of them, not all, they can become really nasty and mean-spirited because it's one of those things, when you lose your parents, that's like you lose your authority. For years, you got to realize, for years, you had that authority over your life as a child. You had that parent, that guidance, that guardian that was kind of like your covenant. You know, they always covered you. They always protected you. They guided you. They raised you. So when that is stripped from you, and you lose that sense of authority, so now it's like you don't feel like you got to respect no one now. You don't feel like you got to care about no one now. In some instances, some people who have lost parents, they do lose their sense of compassion, because the way to look at it is the people who gave birth to me, gave life to me, is no longer here. So therefore, I don't have to respect or submit to anyone. And I think in his own nasty, effed up, twisted, demonic way, I think he's still kind of grieving over his mother. But what he's doing is he's taking it out on other people by passing them these diseases, because he's kind of miserable. So it's kind of like misery wants company. So I think because he's miserable and he's broken, he's spreading this disease and as a way of you know, relieving himself, or you know, I guess it's bringing some type of sick comfort to him, in a sense that he's not miserable alone. You know, and sometimes people like it better when they don't have to be, they could function and live better when they know other people are doing just as bad as them, or in a bad position, in a position just as bad as they are or worse than they are. Some people can function better when they know there's other people around them that are just as miserable as they are. And I think that's what's going on. Basically, he lost his mother, so he don't care about himself. He don't care about anything. He just doesn't care, because he no longer has that woman who gave life to him and to talk to him and nurture him and say, no, son, that ain't what you do. No, son, you got to be right. You got to be a better person than that. See, that person that had that purpose in his life to get him to do that, she's no longer here. So I think in his own sense, he's grieving. And this is not to excuse his behavior, because that's unacceptable. But I think he's grieving, and he still has too much pride to kind of say it, but he just admitted it when he brought up the loss of his mother. Also, he stated he didn't know he had it until she went to the doctor. Okay, he says, but prior to that, they were both having sex with other folks. To me, that again, that's still a cop out. That's still a cop out. This dude, this clown, is not taking accountability for anything. Now, what I do recognize that what the wife did, and I'm gonna tell you why I believe her story more than I believe his. Not because she a woman, okay? Because if you're a no good ass woman, I'm gonna let you know you no good. That's period. I don't care. I'm not with this sisterhood thing, especially when the female is in the wrong. It is what it is. But what in her video, she stated how she took accountability for her actions, because she stated how she knew he was out there. She knew what he was doing. She admitted her faults. She knew that she didn't really protect herself. And she knew that she allowed him to disrespect her, to disrespect their marriage. She admitted that. Now, has she said, well, you know, I don't know why this is happening to me. I don't know why this is going on and whatever. She admitted she knew why this had happened to her. She admitted that. So that's why I don't feel like she's really lying anywhere. Unlike this clown, he has an excuse for everything. He has an excuse for everything. He's not breaking down the dynamics as to how he know he contracted this disease. Okay, he keeps wanting to pan it off on her and put it on her, and none of what he's saying is adding up. Okay, he's doing a lot of reverse psychology, and as we get further into this, it'll become more clear to you what I'm stating that he's doing. I'm having a hard time believe, like I said, he contracted it from her, because he already said he's cold-hearted. Okay, and even in the midst of him being cold-hearted, do you guys notice that he doesn't even appear to be that upset? He doesn't need to appear to be upset at the fact supposedly she gave him this disease. Okay, so my thing is, he's not upset about that. If anything, he's showing that he's more upset about getting exposed. That's what he's upset about. Because my thing is, if she gave it to you, why are you not upset? Why are you not stressing that like she's stressing that? Why are you not saying, you know what, I can't believe she brought this into my life. She got me taking all kind of medication. She deceived me. He's not saying none of that. Notice he's only saying after the fact, after he got exposed. Now he wants to mention, now he wants to say she had something to do with it after she was the one who created this problem, after she exposed him. But we're going to go deep into this. Ironically, he keeps going back and forth, placing the blame on her. But she's showing receipts. She's showing all the medication she has to take. She shares her struggles. She shares her struggles. For her to be the one that supposedly gave it to him, why is she the one who's telling everybody what she's going through? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If that's making any sense to y'all. If she caused this, if she gave it to him, why is she explaining how it's affecting her? No, she's explaining that it's affecting her because he was the one who gave it to her. Okay? That's kind of like if you in a parking lot somewhere and somebody runs up to you, bashes you in the back of your head, and takes your wallet and take your pocketbook. The police come to you and you got to explain to the police what happened. You're going to say, I was just walking to my car and some guy out the blue just hit me, bashed me in my head and took my wallet, took my pocketbook. You're not going to be sitting up there trying to condone and say, well, you know, after the fact, well, he took my pocketbook or took my pocketbook. He took my wallet because he felt like I had some money. You're not gonna feel the need to explain. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's making any sense to y'all, but it's kind of like, basically, if you are the victim of the situation, you're not gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? Till damage is done to speak your claim, unless it's being done to you. In this case, he's only explaining because he got exposed. Had he put it out there first and said, well, you know what, I know for a fact that this is what happened to me, blah blah blah, this and that or whatever. Like one time I've been in a situation where I had a situation where me and this person had an assault situation. It was a fight. And basically, I called the police on that individual first. Yeah, this was the analogy I should have used. I called the police on that person first. I explained to the police that this person had put their hands on me, you know, and I needed someone to come out. So I went to the police station. I took the initiative to let the police know that I was assaulted because I knew I was the victim. So that's what happened. The police approached this person, approached this individual, and they asked her about the situation, and of course, because they came to her with it, now you want to make the cops believe that I started it first, I'm the one who put my hands on you, and this and that. So you call yourself trying to file a report on me saying I'm the one who hit you first when you was the one who hit me first. So what the officer said to her was, well, if you was the one that got hit, why is it that she the one who came to us and you didn't? Why she filed the report and you didn't? And that's how I'm looking at it with this case. You would have not said nothing. You would have kept passing that disease around like mixtapes out of damn club had you never got exposed. So I'm not buying it. But we're going to go ahead and move on. You know, again, he keeps saying he has, this is another thing, he keeps saying he has papers and documents, but has failed to produce them. I don't see him showing no papers, holding them up to the camera, showing I'm HIV free, or the papers showing the date where he just found out he had been exposed. That way we could have matched up the dates like, okay, he just found out he had it, so evidently she knew she had it the whole time. He's not going to produce any receipts because he knows he's lying. He's so shady at this point. Even if he was to produce receipts, I believe he would finally get some papers drawn up just to prove a point. At this point, I wouldn't believe him if his tongue came notarized because he got such a shady aura. And then he was talking about Barlow's, as far as it being hired, hers being higher than his. My thing is this. I'm not medically knowledgeable, but in my personal opinion, if that was the case, it probably was because, like she mentioned before, she didn't know she had the disease the whole time. She's just now finding out. So what happened is the disease probably had already taken over by the time she discovered it. See, this fool on the other hand, he been knew he had the disease, so he got smart and was taking his medication. And let me tell y'all something. You got a lot of HIV people out there that swear as long as they take their medication, they could still go raw. And he seems like the type of undereducated clown that really believe as long as I take my meds every day, I can go raw with as many women as I want to. He looks like the type of dude with that type of mentality, you know. And evidently, that's actually what he's doing. If you notice something, he's not mentioning nothing about wearing condoms with anybody. He doesn't. I don't recall him saying it. So that's the other issue. Now, this is another thing I wanted to bring up. He says at 8:26 on his video, if you scroll up 8:26, he says, this is what his exact words were. I had to write all this stuff down because I'm telling you, this guy, English and comprehension skills was terrible. He says, it's funny how a person tries to throw the blame off on you real quick, but being in love with someone and knowing that you ain't cheated and did that, like my dumbass. This is what he says at 8:40. Me being, basically, he called himself a dumbass. He said, cheating and did that like a dumbass. Okay, it probably was me, and this and that and the third. Now, this is what he said, word from word. I know because I wrote it down and I kept replaying it. Feeling guilty, not thinking with the right state of mind. It probably wasn't me that gave it to her. It was probably the opposite way. So basically, he's trying to insinuate that he was so in love with her that when he found out, he kind of felt like, well, you know, maybe it was me. I don't know. So I just went ahead and took the fall because I was so in love with her during the time of my state of mind. I was so in love with my wife. So I just kind of, you know, let it go. No, dude. If somebody gave you HIV and you know in your heart you didn't do it, you're not going to be nonchalant about something like that. For example, if I find out I'm HIV today, I'm going to go slap the hell off on my husband because I know I ain't been out there with other dudes like that. I'm not going to be nonchalant and say, oh, well, I mean, you know, the time when he did tell me about it, you know, I probably thought it was him. Oh, then again, it probably could have been me. I don't know. No. There's no way you're not going to be convinced. You're not going to have any doubt in your mind. For him to say, it was probably the opposite way. Why is it probably? You already said that she was, she found out, you found out about you having HIV when she went to the doctor. So how is there a probably? No, you wavering, you straddling the fence. It shouldn't be no doubt. And think about it, y'all. If you know you in a supposed to be committed relationship and you find out you have HIV and your wife or whoever, your girl or whatever, find out she got it, you just gonna blow it off and say, well, it probably was me. I'm telling y'all, this joker is lying. He is lying like a rug, yo. His stories ain't straight, man. This dude is lying on this girl. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Dude is lying. At 9:15, he further states that he didn't tell anybody that he had it. And my thing is this. All right, if you feel that way now, let's take it like this. Let's say at the time you like he said he didn't tell anybody he had it. Let's say if he just found out and, you know, from her, let's say it was her fault and he found out he caught it from her. He said, you know, he wouldn't tell anybody. Because think about it. He's trying to say that she was the one who gave it to him. So basically what he's saying is he didn't tell anybody that he had it. Okay, so if she gave it to you and you claim you didn't tell anybody you had it, I could only imagine if you just found out that she gave it to you and you're not telling anybody. I could imagine you didn't tell nobody back then either. If you was the cause of it, you're not going to admit to anyone. You didn't admit it to anyone then when you had it. Matter of fact, you already said before you didn't tell anybody. You been knew you had it. So you are a liar. You are a habitual liar. You just said that he said it earlier in one of these notes that I got, that he knew he had it. Well, I ain't got to go through all that because y'all done already saw in the video where he admitted to it. He knew he had it. So my thing is, furthermore, he already said he's cold-hearted. When a person tells you they cold-hearted, in the words of Maya Angelou, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. Okay? This man been had this. He been had it. That's the whole bottom line. And he been lying. And 9 times out of 10, what he been doing is he been taking his medicine, thinking as long as he keep taking his medicine, he can go on the raw. That's what I believe strongly happened. He also states at 9:21 in the video. This is his exact words. He says, "Let's get back down to the topic that I'm just passing that shit around," quote unquote. Lie. This is what he said. Lie. The other person I gave to it. This is what he said. The other person I gave to it, because he lacks grammar and he's uneducational. I bet he doesn't even have a GED. He has no proper English. I'm sure he meant to say I gave it to, but instead, because he doesn't have, he probably could barely read, I gave it to it. So he already admitted. He know he had this and he gave it to somebody before. Boom. Straight lie. He's a liar. Nothing he's saying is credential. Then he says, I'm going to quote exactly what he says. So if I'm sounding ignorant, it's not me. I jotted down word from word what he said. Got it. Well, he said, hold on, let me go back. Okay. When he says, let's get back down to the topic that I'm just passing this SHIT around. Lie. The other person I gave to it got it before I even got my test results back that I had that shit. If that's the case, she would really be pissed at me. Then he goes, mad. Yes, she was. But that woman, she still talks to me. Me and that woman still talk to each other like adults. Respect. That woman ain't here trying to catch no fame. There it is, y'all. He admitted it. Once again, read in between the lines. Do your math. He said, if that's okay, she would really be pissed. She said, mad. Yes, she was. Well, why was she mad if you didn't give her anything? Okay. Then you said, but, meaning that even though she was mad, even though she was upset with me, that woman still talks to me. Me and that woman talk to each other like adults. In other words, well, she's good because I couldn't do it. Even after you came clean to her and told her the deal, you stated that she's still, you and her are still cool to this day. And that's what you say because you're a liar. Probably if we spoke to her, it'd be a whole nother story. Because I can't see somebody being like, okay, you gave me HIV. Oh, well, I mean, it is what it is. You know, we'll get past it. I mean, I'm still cool with you. Ain't no hard feelings. That's a bunch of bull. This clown is a habitual liar. I'm not buying none of that. And he says, now this is the part that really stood out like a sore thumb. Me and that woman, she still talk to each other like adults. Respect. That woman ain't here trying to catch no fame. So, in other words, you already told another female you gave this to, and she was cool about it. She was calm about it. But in this case, when your wife or the mother of your children found out you gave her the HIV, she blew up on you and she exposed you. So it don't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, ladies and gentlemen. He knew all along. He has admitted it in several different ways. He basically said this other woman knew, and she's not trying to make it, not trying to get fame off of it. Other words, why would this woman here want to get fame off of something so embarrassing and so humiliating? This guy here, I'm so disappointed in women, because his mentality is coming from hood rats that are making him think that his behavior and laying in the raw with them and giving them diseases is acceptable. And that's why he kept doing this. And he wouldn't have stopped doing it until he got exposed, because he's already did this before. He's already showing a pattern. This man will lay raw with you because he already said he's cold-hearted. He has no remorse. He don't seem like she's upset. He don't seem like he's upset that anybody gave him anything. If somebody gave it to him, again, why is he not upset? Why is he not verbalizing that? Why is he not saying this broad gave me this disease and messed my life up and trying to make me like the bad guy? He's not saying he didn't do it. And he's not upset that she was the one supposedly who gave it to him. We're going to go ahead and proceed on with this video. This is a long ass video, but we got to break down all the elements because I done caught him in so many lies. I mean, this is like an investigation 48 hours. I have curtailed every detail. The man is a liar. Let's keep it rolling. Next video, please. Let's proceed.
I won't even be on here making this because, like I said, my business is my business. As long as I'm not out here just fucking bitches, raw dicking, giving them age on purpose and saying fuck life, I don't give a fuck. True. But that ain't the case. I ain't out here just fucking any bitch. I'm barely out here even fucking any bitches. Why? Because I can give two fucks about a bitch now. Yes, I got a life-threatening situation, but shit, I got kids. I gotta focus on my kids and getting a check. A bitch is my last motherfucking theory. Yes, it's easy for me to catch a bitch, because one thing about me, I'm far from ugly. And my mouth game is stupid sick. But any bitch I had, bitches know who this man or woman is and who I'm gonna go back to regardless. I don't give a fuck if you got 1,000,000 checks. This who I love, this who I kill for. No ifs, ands, or buts. But shit is like crazy. And then all this gay shit, like, very far from being gay. Let's keep that shit 100. Too many kids, too many females on my wood for me to be gay. Very far from it. I love pussy regardless. You dig? Ain't no nigga ever touched my ass. And my family even know that. I'll fuck a motherfucker up. My grandma can't even touch my ass. And she even tell you. Ain't no nigga kiss me, touch my ass, lick, touch anything. None of that gay shit. I ain't fucking on no nigga, none of that. My game though, like, I tell a motherfucker anything for that cash. That's just me. Words don't mean shit to me, you feel me? Not a damn thing, especially if you don't mean shit to me. That's just me. But honestly, how I feel about this shit, like, you knew you had this. We ain't had this shit for going on for like what? Probably some months or a year now, some shit. Now you want to come out and talk about it. Live in your truth and try to help others. Why you been ain't did that and try to help others? If you wanted to do a good deed, you should have did that when you got it to help others. The only thing you showing motherfuckers is when you get mad, try to expose somebody and live in your truth at the same time to expose yourself. Like, come on now. Bear with me. If you really was trying to do a good deed, you would have been exposed this. Talked about it. But what you do? You hide it. You won't try to tell nobody about it. Right? You don't want nobody to know about it. The same way I did it. Long as we had each other and we went around this bitch affecting motherfuckers, just giving it away like it was free cookies at the Girl Scout. It's cool. Long as we not putting nobody else's life in danger, true. It's cool. What's our business is ours. But you found the condom in there. First you tried to say, I came in a house. No, I tracked the condom. I said, I tracked the condom in the house on my shoe. Then, no, I came in the house. Went back outside to find the house keys and track the condom in the house. First, don't mix up the person's words and make them to your own, because that just sounds dumb. Exact words to her was, I was trying to find the keys outside to get in the house. Exact words. Trying to find the keys to get in the house. And it kind of was on my shoe. Yeah, I lied. True. 95% of men lie when they feel like they ain't got themselves in some shit. If you say you don't, you just lying. Lying there. Keep it all the way 100, you feel me? That's what I'm doing. That's what motherfuckers want it, you feel me? Yes, I have HIV. At the end, it's cool, you feel me? I am not worried about it. I give a two fucks about what bitch don't like me, what nigga don't like me. At the end, whoa. Hold on 1 second, phone failed. First off, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I got HIV, but I can give two fucks who don't like me, my nigga. I don't. Even without HIV, I still didn't give 3 fucks about who didn't like me. My mama died, fam, when I was 7 months. Oh, I been stopped giving a fuck to like me, my nigga. I ain't even give a fuck about death. Motherfucker can try to kill me or I go out. I don't care about dying. Cause we all gotta die one day, you feel me? That's regardless. So I don't fear that shit. I don't fear nobody. I don't fear you, a bitch, a nigga. I don't fear God. I don't fear the devil. I don't fear nobody. I'm fucking cold-hearted. And that's just me. But saying I'm around here passing around HIV and stuff, don't lie on the motherfucking name. Like, don't lie on the motherfucking name, you feel me? Keep that shit 1,000. You just saying shit that you assuming. That's a big word right there, assuming. A lot of females and niggas do that, assume shit and then try to make it into a story that it ain't. Don't make yourself look good for the next person. Be your motherfucking self. People always say, you don't give a fuck, cause I don't. I can give 2 fucks about what a motherfucker feel about me. My mama birthed me out her pussy by herself. I didn't come in this world with you motherfuckers. And one thing about it, I can handle my own motherfucking back. That's regardless. Yes, I say I'm cold-hearted. I'm cold-hearted as a bitch. But one thing I can say, I love that woman to this, like a motherfucker. Even to this day. Even after what she ain't put up. Yes, I'm not talking to her. I'm irritated about what the fuck she did. Because our business is ours. But if push come to shove, any motherfucker approach her the wrong way, I bet you any money, she know that I'm still there and I got her back regardless of what anybody say. She can do the fucked up shit in the world, but I got her back. Both of my baby mamas know I got their back regardless. And that's just me, you feel me? And I'm always going to have my kids, and that's regardless. They know daddy always gonna be there. You feel me? But just keep that shit 100, you feel me? And I just let y'all into my life, you dig? And at the end, I'm still gonna be me. Still flexing and doing what the fuck I gotta do in life. So if you don't like me, you can get the fuck off my page, unfriend yourself, go die, suck a dick, get shot, roll under a car. I give two fucks about that page toward any of y'all motherfuckers. Because at the end, I'm me, and I'm gonna live what the fuck I live. You dig? I'm still gonna be easy. You know that bullshit you're talking, you can die right along with it. And I'll meet you in hell or heaven, whichever one you want. I give two fucks. But to say a nigga ain't truthful, like, man, don't try to bash me. But y'all just don't know this shit was real funny. But I enjoyed your time. I'm finna go roll me up a blunt. Probably go chat with somebody. Nah, fuck, I ain't gonna chat with nobody. Everybody born is a bitch. Yeah, I ain't looking for no relations. Most of you bitches is stressful. But live your life, man. Live your life. But, again, this is my page. Keep that shit 100. Don't halfway step that shit. If you gonna make a video or something, make sure you get all the facts, but the next person can't come and make one and tell the whole fucking truth and put everything out there that's right and cut between all the lines that's not there, you feel me? Again, this your boy E. I'm always stay up and give a fuck who don't like me. And I'm still HSP till I die, bitch.
Well, we finally get into this third segment, which should be the last, and I'm glad it's almost over. This has been a lot of work. He says, you know, my business is my business. As long as I'm not F. Dickin' BITCH's raw and giving them AIDS. Oh my gosh, this is funny, but it's not funny. But you is screwing women raw. You admitted that. I have not heard him one time mention I've used protection. I use a condom. And how I know you don't use protection, because you don't already said that how she got it and my other baby mama didn't get it. Okay, well, your other baby mama, the only way your other baby mama wouldn't get it is if you was using a condom. So apparently you is screwing everybody raw. And even though you don't have AIDS, you have HIV, which will eventually lead into AIDS if you don't take care of yourself and get the proper treatment you need to keep your disease sustained. So again, you uneducated and you ignorant. So again, the man is a habitual liar. He believes his own lies and he's in complete denial. Now, you apparently, you screw all kind of women. You screw all kind of females. That's why you got more than one baby mama. For every hood rat female, there's a hood clown. Just like you got women that are out here screwing all kind of men. And I'm always constantly hearing about these bloggers talking about these women with a bunch of kids and these women that are single mothers. Guess what? It's a bunch of single damn fathers. And they got, some of them got way more baby mamas than these hood rats got baby daddies. No, to you men, y'all are really starting to catch up with the hood rats. Y'all really are. Y'all starting to have just as many kids as these hood rats y'all talk about is. And the only reason it's easy for a man in some instances to disregard that is because the majority of the kids are with the mothers. So in their mind, they don't really feel like they got it, and they don't feel like they on that hood rat status. But you are. If you got a bunch of baby mamas and you've never been married to any of them, yes, you are the weakest link, okay? Now let's go on. Okay, my thing is, he was still admitting that he was dipping with his baby mama from time to time. And again, like I said, I know he's still sleeping with her raw because he stated that she didn't get HIV. So the only way she wouldn't have got it, I guess, is if you wore a condom. But you knew you did not wear a condom. Like you knew with your wife you didn't wear a condom. Your wife said you gave her HIV and you said the other girl didn't get it, so you ain't wearing no condoms. That's the bottom line. So you was dicking everybody raw. That's just what you're doing. He said that he ain't effing no bitchs. He said his mouth game is stupid sick. So that means if for you to be that confident about your mouth game, that means you use it a lot. Meaning, if you use it a lot, you use it on any and everybody. You're not that particular. And if you use your mouth on any and everybody, no wonder you got HIV. Because I can't see you having that much confidence about your mouth game if you only use it on one female. Let's say you use it on two. You can't even be that confident with just that many. So for you to have that kind of confidence about your mouth game, that means that mouth is being used a lot. And you have used it on several women. He further said, words don't mean ish to him if a person don't mean ish to him. Well, we know that people don't mean nothing to you because you've already said, again, you cold-hearted. And what I didn't know is that he lost his mother at 7 months. Now, I don't know if he meant like 7 months ago or when he was a 7-month-old baby. I don't know because he's all over the place or whatever. But again, I think he's a scorned man. He's allowing his circumstances to make him bitter. And what he's doing is he's taking it out on other people, these other females, by giving them this disease. Okay? Now that I broke down the majority of the elements of the video, I'm going to just go ahead and get ready to wrap it up with some basic highlight points that I wanted to bring to everybody's attention. And I'm going to wrap this up because this video has really, I would rather do a pap smear exam. This has been one of the longest videos I have ever done. And I think from here on out, I probably may just stick with my own material because covering other people's material, it's a lot of work. Now I see what vloggers have to go through. But this is the first point. I think the problem was he was so anxious with getting his point across, he didn't have his lies together. This whole video, he was all over the place. He was throwing all kind of stuff in it that really had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, he was not prepared before he did this video, and that's why he got caught in so many lies, because he so badly wanted to get his point across. He didn't have his story straight. And anything, if you're telling the truth, one thing about it, a truth gonna be solid. A lie, you're gonna always have to twist the ass stuff to a lie to make it sound good. So if we already know the man is a habitual liar. His story was not solid. It was not straightforward. It was not none of that. You know what I'm saying? So we already know we can't even believe him if his tongue came notarized. He didn't have his lies together. That's another issue. Anytime a person is overly explaining their story, that's how you know they lied. You know what I'm saying? If the truth is straight, concise, and to the point. Now, even though you have some people who, like I'm a rambler, sometimes it takes me a while to get to the block, but for the most part, my story is straightforward. His story is not straightforward. He went dragging on about from his mama dying to his mouth game and people hating on him. You know, he was all over the place. He was not straightforward with this whole situation. Now, this is the other issue. He claiming he's a grown man, but yet making boyish choices. I told you people, there's always people who are willing to state how grown they are. But I notice the ones who are always having to stress how grown they are the main ones who make the most childish ass decisions. And that's what he's done. And my thing is, if you are really a grown man or a grown woman, if you was a grown man that you said to be, you would have handled your business like a grown man. Okay? A grown man knows that he don't want his choices to affect others. He wear a condom and protect his wife. He wear a condom to protect his own life. So you're not a man. You are a boy. You are a child. Because that was a childish decision that you made, because you put everybody else's life at stake. That is what a child does, not an adult. Okay? The Bible says you put away childish things, and evidently you haven't done none of that. So that's the third point. Next, he says he has HIV, but he's cool. Yeah, I know I'm HIV, but I'm cool. Your nonchalant, careless, immature, ignorant demeanor is how you got in this situation in the first place. Now it makes perfect sense to me how you ended up in this situation. You intentionally infected these women because of a loss in your life that you never got past. You didn't get any counseling for. You didn't get no spiritual guidance. You didn't go see a pastor. You didn't seek any type of spiritual advisement or counseling. And what you did was you allowed your loss to make you bitter, to make you hateful, to make you spiteful, to make you revengeful. And at this point, it's a saying, hurt people hurt people. And that's exactly what it is. Anytime a person is hurt and miserable, they don't have a problem trying to make somebody else hurt like they hurting. And all it is, I pity him because he's a scorned man. He's scorned. And you're not the only one who lost a parent. There's plenty of people around in this life who lost a mother, who lost a father, but they're not going around here trying to make everybody else suffer. And that's why I tell people, man and women, be careful who you allow in your life, because a lot of people come to you broken, scorned, because of situations that happened to them, or situations they caused to happen to them, and they will take it out on any and everybody. They will take it out. They will come in your life and intentionally destroy and sabotage your life because they want somebody else to suffer. They want somebody else to pay for the stuff they're going through. You have a lot of narcissists out there. Mentally challenged people. And I ain't talking about retarded as in the physical, having cerebral palsy or something like that. I'm not talking about physically, because you got some people that got all their arms, all their legs, and just as mentally disabled as hell, taking all kind of medication. You go to these people's house, you better check their damn medicine cabinet and see what type of damn medicine they got up in there, because depending on what the hell they taking Prozac or any other these other pills, they got some depression problems. I'm serious. And this is the next one. He stated his mother died years ago, so he probably wants to die. He has no fear of anyone, has no fear of anything that happens. He has no fear of dying. In other words, this young man is psychologically damaged. And the worst type of individual you want to deal with is a person who doesn't have no fear. A person who doesn't have no fear doesn't have no conscience. You know what I'm saying? For example, if that person doesn't fear killing you, they'll take your life, and it's still you dead and gone, will sit around your family and have dinner, lunch, and grieve with them about your loss, knowing they're the one that killed you. He is dangerous. I tell anybody who comes in contact with this man, especially if you're a female, you better run for the hills, because he's already said he's cold-hearted. He's psychologically damaged. He's a narcissist. For those of you who don't know what that means, do your research. And this is what kills me. He keeps stressing that this is his business. This is business. And a lot of grown folks say that it's my business what I do. But my thing is, y'all do loud stuff, but then y'all so private. If you're a private person and you don't want nobody in your business, stop putting yourself in situations that cause you to get exposed for people to know your business. That's the problem with the majority of folks around here. Again, you got some grown children, grown-minded children, grown because of their age, but mentally they still childish. They have not grown up. I've spent half of my day having to give my perspective on this video, and it has spiritually drained me. The moral of the story is, when God gives you signs, when you constantly seeing somebody disrespecting you and somebody taking advantage of you, just realize that sometimes you put in your health and you put your life in danger when you allow people to constantly disrespect you. Because if they get comfortable with disrespecting you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to bring something to you that you did not sign up for. And unfortunately, that's what this woman did. You know, she took a chance on somebody that's a demon. Okay, that didn't have no remorse, no compassion, and ruining her life. You know, and as y'all can see, that's how I know he did this, because he's too nonchalant. He's too carefree. He wasn't crying like this woman was crying. He wasn't venting and with hurt and pain. He ain't look like he wasn't no hurt or no pain. He told you, he know he got HIV. He cool. On that note, everybody, this is definitely a life lesson. Take this use this situation as an example. You need to be very careful with who you get involved in. And if you decide to go out there raw with no protection, realize other people's lives who are at stake based on your selfish, negligent decisions. On that note, this is Lady Mocha. And you know I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth, and I'm going to always break you off a slice of knowledge. This is today's life lesson. Y'all like, share, subscribe, give me some feedback. Do you agree with my perspective on this situation, or you disagree? Is there something else you would like to add that I didn't mention? Hit up your girl. I am tired. I am worn out. I'm about to hit me some Starbucks, and I'm not doing probably a life lesson no time soon. But I love you guys, and I thank you for viewing. Like, you know, I'm just playing. You know, y'all gonna see me again. But on that note, y'all have a wonderful Saturday. And I'll holler at y'all later. Take care. It's your girl Mocha. I'm signing off.